Hey everybody, this is Billy at Bakersfield Btuff, and man, check this out. We're out here for issue number 3. This is our bike of the month, and it doesn't get much more wicked than this. And we're here with Steve Mcwhorter, right? And Steve built this thing, and man, that's a pretty trick bike, and it has a lot of custom work to it. And when you told me how long it actually took you, I was kind of surprised. How long did it take you to put this thing together?
We had the thing in primer, and we were blocking it out and getting it ready for paint in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
That's a lot of work, because this isn't like, there's a lot of fabrication to this, right?
Yeah, I couldn't have done it without the help of my dad and my buddy Joe over here. And yeah, we worked the long hours on it. A lot of sheet metal work, lots of hammering with the shot bag, a lot of English wheel work. It's all sheet metal, not fiberglass.
Yeah.
All the different panels in the back. And the front, we actually incorporated the oil bag into the front of the
let's start at the front. That's how we do it here. We just start at the front and make our way to the back. And you can kind of describe what we're talking about. Is that cool?
Sure.
Okay, come on behind me. So the first thing I'm looking at, you got some wheels here. These are pretty tricked out. And what kind of wheels we got on there?
There's some billet wheels from Midwest. We got them chrome from South Bay Chrome down in Santa Ana. They do really good chrome work, and they cleaned them up and polished them up for us. Actually, we painted the hubs.
And the size on that? That's a
21-inch front.
Yeah.
And we painted the hubs to match the bike.
Yeah, it's tricked out. I was just looking at that.
It's a 9-inch over front end.
What does that mean when you say 9-inch?
Well, the fork tubes are actually 9 inches over stock Harley length.
Okay. Wow. It's got a lot of rake to it, right?
Yes,
I mean,
47
let me back up here so you can see that. Now, does that make it a little bit harder to ride, a little bit, a little trickier?
It makes it easier to go in a straight line, but it makes it harder to make turns.
Okay.
I mean, it's
see that.
It's not a U-turn maker, but it goes straight line, no problem.
Right. So how long is that? I mean, that's pretty long, actually. What's the total length on that? Have you any idea?
Well, it was 9'6" before. I actually had it. The rake was actually at 50 degrees, and I had rake triple trees on it. We actually backed that off. Back down to 47 degrees by putting a set of zeroed out trees on it, and I was able to do a 9-inch over front end. I haven't measured the overall length, but it was 9'6", so I'm guessing it's probably somewhere around 9'1".
Wow.
9 foot, somewhere right in there.
Now this is a pretty cool design right here. It's kind of edge right here. It's kind of got like a shark fin like backwards. Kind of neat, actually.
Yeah, and that's, like I said,
who did all that?
This is the oil tank right here.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, this is where you fill the oil up.
Wait, let me see that. Sure.
Fill the oil up right in here.
Yeah, that's trick.
Got the lines plumbed out of the bottom down there.
Wow.
There's actually some pretty intricate tubing going on.
So stuff actually runs through this right here.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and we got a lot of different baffling and whatnot in there to keep the oil from splashing around.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Going down the highway.
Right. That's cool. And man, this tank itself is pretty tricked out. Looks like.
Yeah, there's a lot of hours of sheet metal work there.
So I'm saying this is a custom tank, right? I mean, a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all the sheet metal work. We started out with a Carolina Customs frame, and then we hacked it all apart and did a drop seat section back here for the seat.
Yeah.
And then came into it with the gas tank.
It's got awesome lines to it. That's very cool. What now? You got what motor we got here? We got a
110-inch RevTech motor.
Yeah.
They got a really good warranty. We went with the polished version, and it's turned out to be a pretty good motor. I haven't had any problems. Everybody's got their complaints, but
I'll say, like, what's the main motors that people are sticking in these usually?
A lot of guys use S&S.
Okay.
Some guys use the Ultima. We just found this one as a good deal. Figured we'll give it a shot, and it's been a good motor so far. So I got no complaints.
Yeah.
A lot of power.
Yeah.
Got a 3-inch BDL open belt drive with the outboard bearing support.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That actually helps keep from burning the backs of your shoes off when you're going down the road, because you'll find that your foot's resting on the bearing support, not the pulley.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, very neat.
So, you know, the shifter shafts, made all that stuff.
I say, is this all custom right here? It kind of looks like it's.
Yeah, forward controls, they were a purchase set, but we had to modify them a little bit to get them to fit quite right, because I couldn't, you know, it was hard to shift it.
Yeah.
There's actually a couple different sets in there. It doesn't look like it because we were real careful with the parts, but there's actually a couple different sets in there.
Oh, yeah, you never know.
Made to match, yeah.
Right. And who did the upholstery work? That's a pretty intense band right there.
Yeah, actually, I did the upholstery on the seat. We were going to do something a little bit different with it. It's just leather. We were going to put an insert in it, see if we could get something cool in here for this shoot here, but we ran out of time, really. So
yeah. Now, obviously, one of the things that sticks out on this is the paint. You know, and a lot of people, you don't think of like green bikes being very cool, but I'll tell you, this is very cool. And it's got, you have to see it. It's probably, this phone's probably not giving this bike justice, but it has an awesome pearl to it, right? I mean, I would say there's some gold underneath there or something, or what's underneath that green?
It's a House of Color lime time pearl.
Yeah.
And it's got quite a bit of a yellow pearl in it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
There's about, I'd say, 3 to 4 coats of base there. Actually had my friend of mine, guy I know, Kevin Robbins over at Bad Boys Customs, he did the paint on it. And he had Jay Warner stripe it, so he did the graphics and stuff. Painted it a while back.
Yeah.
But we were really crushed for time, so
Yeah.
I had somebody paint it that could do it faster than I could.
Oh, look at this. It's awesome. Who did the headers up? I mean, is that
That's actually a set of Hot Match Customs exhaust that we've cut apart, changed a little bit, and made it match the geometry of the bike a little better.
Yeah, it's so good.
And
It totally matches the line of the bike.
And then had them re-chromed.
Now, did you plan that when you got them, or what came first, the bike or the headers? I mean, is it when you kind of hit up all the lines, they just kind of?
Well, I found a set that was close because, like I said, we were really pressed for time, and I would have usually just built a set, but I found a set that was close and the price was right, so I thought, oh, well, we can work with this, and we went ahead and just got it and cut them up a little bit, re-angled some of the stuff, put it back together, and there you see it.
Yeah. Man, what's the size on that rim on the back?
That's it's a 250 millimeter rear tire, which works out to about 10.5 inches wide.
Yeah.
The rear rim's about 9 inches. The tire works out to about 10.5.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
We also something that's tricked that not a lot of people notice. We got it in the Exile Cycle sprocket brake.
Oh, no kidding.
It's a brake rotor and sprocket all in one.
Oh, wow.
Cleans up the back wheel. So
Yeah, I'd say, like, you don't even see anything back here, right?
Yeah, you don't see anything. It's all compact on the other side.
On this side over here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Wow. Now, who makes that?
That's made by Exile Cycles.
Yeah, that's trick.
Yeah, and it's kind of a neat little setup. I like chains. Not a lot of guys like chains.
Yeah, I'd say you see a lot of belts now, right?
Yeah.
On the back end, and then.
Nothing meaner than a big chain going around there. So.
Oh yeah, that's very cool.
Fan of the chain.
You get a little bit more tolerance in there too. It's a little bit. You get more room, right? A little bit because the belt's not so wide.
Yeah, they handle a lot more horsepower.
Yeah. Okay.
This motor puts out about 112 horsepower, something
Oh
like
wow.
that.
Yeah.
And it's up there with the torque too, so it helps to
Yeah.
have something heavy.
Wow.
Machined the grips.
Yeah, that's cool. It's the little stuff on this thing, man.
Yeah, that's all custom stuff. You won't find another set of grips like that.
No, that's awesome.
Plus, throttle cable's routed through the bars. Got internal throttle on it. That
Yeah.
helps clean it up some.
Yeah. Very clean bike, man. Very clean. Let me back up here. You got to see this thing. I love all the edges on all the sharp edges all over it. Man, it's really mean looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of those things where one thing led to another, and then it led to another, and then it led to another, and then you just start going with it, and it all kind of falls into place.
Yeah. Very cool, man. So, is there any companies you want to thank on this thing?
Well, my buddy Joe over here, he's got a machine shop. He helped out a lot on this.
Yeah.
His machine shop, I'll get you the name of it. He just got a brand new name on it. He hasn't told me what it is yet.
Oh,
so
okay.
He's going to
That's all right.
surprise me. But
Yeah.
anyway, he helped me out a lot on it. My dad, Underworld MC was actually our bike company. We actually were going to start building these, and when the economy soured, it really kind of killed it for a lot of the guys that were just getting started.
Right.
So.
Now, have you put this in very many shows?
Yeah, we've had this in quite a few shows down south.
Okay.
LA, it's probably been to about 50 shows.
Now, is it a driver? Do you drive it much? Do you ride it around? It's kind of like a...
Yeah, I ride it. I haven't done much riding. Like I said, I did some modifications on it before I actually told you it was ready. And one of the things we did was we added a hydraulic clutch lever system on the other side.
Yeah.
This actually had a similar setup to the throttle, but for the clutch. It's all internal through the bars with a cable that runs all the way down. And this size of a motor, we couldn't run enough clutch springs to make the clutch grab, and to make that twistable, it was really kind of an awkward thing to twist one and untwist the other as you're letting the clutch out while you're twisting the grip. So one thing we just put on it was that hydraulic clutch setup, and now it makes it a lot more rider friendly.
Yeah.
So it'll probably get ridden a lot more.
Love it.
So it is up for sale. So.
I tell you, this is definitely worthy of Bakersfield's Bike of the Month, and man, it's these kind of bikes I really enjoy seeing. It's really cool. They're all built here in Bakersfield, and I think people enjoy that. So
this is how we do it here in Bakersfield. We don't mess around.
I love it. All right, so there it is. It's our Bike of the Month for issue number 3, and man, this is Billy, and this is the Bike of the Month, and this is Bakersfield Town.